Like most things, you don't always catch all of the details the first time you see it, and when I watched the release video that Elite Dangerous put out yesterday regarding the new ship and the, all just the new stuff that they're putting out, the new feature and all this stuff, I rightly made a bunch of comments about how I feel like it's just kind of, it's yet another in a long line of disappointing things that are happening over with FDev, and, it is what it is. But what I missed is apparently this new station that they're releasing, I saw that. I'm not interested in the station stuff, so I was only half-assed paying attention. But apparently the new station type that they're releasing is not only just a new skin of an existing design, but it actually gives you a leg up over people who aren't willing to pay the money for the station, which is objectively pay to win. It just is. I can sort of kind of get on board with the whole cosmetics thing, kicking a little bit of money to the developers by buying these little cosmetic things. But the issue that I've had is that they don't sell them at a reasonable price. They want you to spend like the price you would pay for a reasonable, like, low-level game just to get a ship kit for your ship or a paint job or something like that. And it's just the pricing that they have is just obnoxiously expensive. And for the most part, I try not to indulge in that too much. And the fact that they sell these ships, these new ships that they've had for the early access for it, for the price that you would pay for a lot of the games that are available out there, entire games that and they give you entire functionality, it's just, it has been highlighting the money grab that the developers are trying to, or at least the owners of the development process are trying to do. And I've been saying this for a very long time. It's like this whole thing that they're doing where they're trying to bring out new stuff, it has felt from the beginning, and I've been saying that it feels like it has been from the beginning, a last attempt money grab to get as much cash out of people's pockets as they can before they sunset the game. And, this is another tick on the box that just kind of proves that point. They're not really interested in providing value anymore. They're just trying to extract cash from you before, people finally get wise and realize you're not getting a real update to the game. You're not getting anything actually substantial to the game. It's the whole bait and switch thing that scammers do to you as, you're walking around and they present you with something that sounds too good to be true. And you know how that saying goes. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. And unfortunately, most of us have been taken in by the hope that this game that we all love is finally going to get the attention it deserves. But the reality is that the game died after Odyssey. The debacle of Odyssey killed a lot of people's interest in the game. It destroyed the trust that people had. And then, they went back and fixed it because they had to, because you paid money for it. And if they had just left it that way, then it would have been even worse. They would have an even worse reputation than they already had. But now they don't even really seem to care anymore. Like, they're making decisions that are based off of money only, and they don't care about whether what they're doing is actually providing you with any kind of real value. They're sacrificing their long-term, the long-term prospects of the game actually being something like returning to some kind of level of real success, not this inflated bubble that we're getting right now, because what's happening right now is very similar to the financial bubbles that we get into. The value of things gets artificially inflated and inflated and inflated because people believe that it's going to go somewhere. And then when reality comes crashing in and the bubble pops, everybody's like, oh. And then everybody's disappointed and they wonder how the hell we got to this point. And it's like, well, no, we've been watching it ever since they started doing this stuff. They're putting minimal effort into minimal incremental upgrades, and they're charging a premium for them. You see what I'm saying? They're charging ridiculous amounts of money for things that aren't even gameplay additives. It's just a new skin to fly around in the galaxy in. And they're charging $15 plus, $30 for the premium versions of this stuff. You could get a couple of games on Steam for that. A couple of entire video games on Steam for that. And it's disheartening because it's clear that the people they brought in to manage the property are not interested in, they don't care about the actual property itself. They care about extracting your dollars from your wallet, and they're going to keep doing it as long as you continue to do it. And it's sad. It's sad because this is this is for me, Elite Dangerous has been the best space game that has ever come out, that has been available to play and give you something to where you feel like you're immersed in the galaxy. The ship flight model is really fun to play. Like, I'm sorry, I played Star Citizen, and it just, those ships were never as fun to fly around as the Elite Dangerous ships were. I've played No Man's Sky, and the lack of control that you have over those ships as compared to what Elite Dangerous gives you is just completely just I can't get into it. The fact that you can fly these ships around in the way that you do is the big draw of the game, and it's super frustrating that I believe that the game could be revived. I believe that if smart decisions were made and if the people providing the development for this were actually being encouraged to provide real value, right? Like maybe charging us $30 for a new expansion that actually comes with some new shit. That would be a good way forward. But what we're getting is this long con that's happening, or they're just trying to like entice us with shiny little toys to get us to pay premium prices. I mean, if you've bought even 2 of the new early access ships, you've paid what you would have used to pay for a full-on expansion for this game. $30 for the expansion. I think Odyssey was like $25, $30 or something like that when it first came out. Maybe 40. I don't remember. It was so long ago. We haven't had an expansion for this game in fucking forever. This new model that they're following, I've known for a long time, and I've been kind of hinting at it for a long time, but it's a big fucking con. That's all it is. They're just trying to do the bare minimum to get you to part with your money so that they can, you know, extract dollars for minimal effort. And once people finally realize that they're never going to get what they want out of the game, the bubble will burst and the game will be done. And rather than it ending in, you know, something resembling a dignified manner, they're beating the dead horse trying to get as much cash out of it as they can. And that's all it is. That's all it is. If you think anything else outside of that, then I would politely suggest that you're looking through rose-colored, hope-filled glasses, and just take another look at it. Just take another look at it. What have we really gotten for the money that they've wanted us to spend on this game? Not much. Not much. They're convincing us that this game is going to go somewhere, but it never does. All you get are these stupid little features that don't matter. We're not getting full-on expansion level stuff. I don't know. Maybe they're going to actually introduce some new stuff in the next couple of months. But I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it. I just don't see it. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video because Yamiks is pointing out a very important thing here where, yeah, this is actually introducing pay to win. Those who are willing to pay for something are going to get a massive, or I don't know, massive, any kind of advantage where you're using real world dollars to get an advantage in the game. That's pay to win. And it is. And that's a super gross thing to do. It just is. And it shows you where the mentality of the company developing this game is. It's a cash grab. All they care about is the money. They don't care about the game. They care about the money because they're making decisions based off of what they hope is going to make them more money, not what's going to make their player base happy, not what's going to make the property advance in a dignified and honorable way. They just want to pull money out of your pocket, and that's it. And that's it. So I just wanted to take a second to talk about that because I'm having a hard time now. The more I hear about this stuff, the more I'm just like, I think I'm getting kind of to the point where I just need to walk away from this game. As much as it sucks for my channel because it's a significant portion of my audience really likes I don't know if you really like the Elite Dangerous. That's an arrogant thing to say. Based off of view counts and things like that, I'm assuming that a large portion of my audience is interested in my Elite Dangerous content. And it just sucks to have to walk away from that. But I'm really moving in that direction at this point because I don't want to give them any more money. I don't want to give them any more money. I don't want you to give them any more money. If they're not gonna do anything with the property, then they just need to sunset it. Put it up, put the servers on maintenance, leave it as it exists right now, and walk the fuck away from it, because it's too important to the people who actually love the game to allow the developers to continue just pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it down, and, you know, picking your pocket, basically. There's no call for them asking for as much money as they're asking for the things that they're asking for and giving us very little in return. And I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. So, sorry, I wish I had something better to say, but I just don't. I've been saying this for a while, and this last round of updates all but confirms what I've been saying. I don't think this game has a future. I could be wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say I know for certain, but all signs are pointing towards grabbing money and then grabbing money as long as they can and then just dumping it when they're done. Sorry. But that's all I had to say. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. And I do have PayPal and Patreon links if you appreciate the content that I do provide for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.